Hey there, good Saturday morning. It is April 12th, and I'm Chris Allen here with your 270 weather. Weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Well, we finally have some sunshine to talk about. Finally. I know it's been like we're just getting off the ark, and the animals are getting off two by two. And we're seeing some sunshine and dry land. How about that? Well, okay, in some places, we're seeing that. Here's a view outside, and there you go. Beautiful. Yes, this is going to be a great looking weekend full of sunshine. Today, yes, sunny, cool, but not really all that chilly. We will warm it up to around 60 this afternoon with that sunshine. Tomorrow, which is Palm Sunday, it's going to be even better. Sunshine and into the 70s. Quick warm up. It is going to be really nice. So if you've got anything that you want to do outdoors, you've got that. But we're starting chilly this morning because of temperatures dipping into the 30s. And some of you may have a little bit of frost out there this morning. So there's the live Plano cam at 7:40 Central Time this morning on this Saturday. Let's take a look at the numbers from yesterday, and the high was 57 officially at the airport. That's 13 degrees cooler than normal. Now, keep in mind, normal high temperature now is at 70 that you see there. 70. That's where we're supposed to be right here in the middle of April as far as high temperature is concerned. So we're way off track. It's cooler than normal. 43 was our low temperature. That was yesterday's low temperature. And as far as rainfall, 1,200ths of an inch of rain at the airport with those leftover showers that came through in wake of that second low pressure system that touched off some of that energy. Just enough. It was just enough to, release some of those showers that came through yesterday. We've got on the radar scan this morning, nothing. Skies are clear for hundreds of miles. Everything is looking good. The only thing we may see today is maybe a few high clouds. So if you're wanting to get out and enjoy the sunshine, albeit about 10 degrees cooler than normal, then hey, it's going to be a picture perfect day. And tomorrow will be as well. But nothing showing up on the radar, and I don't expect anything to show up until about Monday. Monday seems to be the next time we'll see something as far as rain. All right, let's go to the Kentucky Mesonet Network and all these sensors that are all over the Commonwealth. And you can see that east is where it's chilliest with temperatures above freezing. Most everybody escaped having the frost this morning. There may be a couple of places like, well, you see the usual suspect, Burkesville, down on the Cumberland River, 32, well, 31.9, but rounded up to 32. So they're at the freezing mark this morning. But everybody else, especially west of Interstate 65, look at those 40s already this morning. So, there was just enough latent warm air to keep everything from getting too cold last night. It wasn't a hard freeze. There was that frost advisory, which expires now. Um, but it's upward from here. Right now in Bowling Green, you have 38 at the Corvette plant, and then you have 40 at the Ag Expo Center on the south side of Warren County. 30s to the east, 40s to the west. It won't take long for us to warm things up. Let's check the rainfall past 24 hours, and you can see there's the 1,200ths We picked up here in Bowling Green a tenth of an inch down at the Ag Expo Center, 600ths down in Franklin. I mean, just little traces of rain, that those little showers that came through, a little bit more out to the east. Winds are pretty much light and variable, but they're going to be mainly from the north and northeast this morning, and then shift from the southeast come later this afternoon as the center of high pressure begins to move a little bit further east. But the winds should be fairly light today. They'll become breezy tomorrow as we start to warm up, but today I don't think there's going to be that much of a breeze. So while it's cool, it shouldn't feel extra cool because of wind, which is good. That's a very good thing. All right, let's go to the satellite, the high resolution satellite view this morning, and look at that. Well, as soon as it popped, there we go. All the thicker clouds that we had yesterday are now well east of us over the Virginias and eastern Tennessee, far eastern Kentucky. But it's so clear that you can see, look at all that, the rivers. And notice, I mean, if we were to take an actual aerial, like a drone video, and I've seen a few of those lately, where the water inundation is just crazy, especially up here on the Ohio River. I mean, it's bad. There are still some people that are stuck and have been stuck for over a week. They can't get out and nobody can get in except by boat. And that's happening over in Butler County, Rochester, one of the worst hit places out of everywhere. Uh, yeah, it's not good. And it's there's no telling just how long it's going to take for those folks, to go to the store or go to work or just usual way of life. It's that crazy. And where the rivers are, there's a flow, but the flow is coming down just very, very little. But then you've got all these places where the water is just standing, like big ponds now have formed. And that's because underground, the water tables are full. So the water has nowhere to go. It's going to have to dry up, and it's going to take several days and days and days of sunshine like today and tomorrow all in a row to really just evaporate all of that rain that's just sitting there. The ground really can't soak it in. It's full. So that's the problem. That's why you're not seeing the waters go down in a few places. Phew, that's awful. Here's a look at the maps. And as they load in, you can see that we've got all the rain out to the east of us. Everything's moving away with that system. High pressure moving in today is what's going to give us all the sunshine and the very nice day. Notice west of the high, you've got tight lines. That's equal lines of pressure. We call them isobars. And when they're packed like that, that means wind. And the winds are coming in from the southwest behind the high pressure. They're coming in from the north and northeast ahead of the high pressure. So as the high pressure moves east, the result will be we'll start to get some of that southwest breeze, which will be more like tomorrow, not so much today. Here's 7 o'clock tonight. Here's midnight. Nice ridge of high pressure. Here come the winds. Winds will start to pick up on Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful day, but it will be becoming breezy and warmer as the pressure difference between high pressure and low pressure tighten up. And that's why you see the winds. But here comes our next system that'll be here for Monday afternoon. Here's Sunday night with the warm front and the winds. Nothing happening there. We go into Monday morning, we start to see some shower activity, but I think it's going to be more Monday afternoon into Monday evening. We get some daytime heating, and I think there could be a few thunderstorms. But look, it moves out quickly. This is 7 a.m. Tuesday morning, and everything is out of here. Then we go into Wednesday, pretty quiet. Thursday, here comes another system along a warm front. So this will be elevated, lifted moisture. So we could have a few elevated thunderstorms. These are not surface based. So if we have thunderstorms, it would be along that warm front. But the chance right now is not very high. It's like 30 to 40% for Thursday night, and into Good Friday. Yes, Good Friday this weekend, Friday before Easter. We do have a system that'll traverse down into Middle Tennessee, and then a backdoor front that will come in on Friday morning and touch off a few more showers. And then Saturday, well, it doesn't go out that far. At least these maps don't. Saturday and Easter Sunday will hopefully get a lot of this out of the way, because I know a lot of you have plans for Easter Sunday. So we hope that you'll be able to keep those. Now, concerning Monday, I want to take a look. Let's see. I don't know if I've got it up here. I may not. I may have to call that up. Give me a second here. I thought I had it up, but I don't. Let me go to SPC because I do want to show you something for Monday. Okay. So here we go. Let me change the maps and bada bing, bada boom. Okay. So nothing today, nothing tomorrow. Here's Monday. Now, Monday does have a very low end chance of somebody getting a strong to severe storm, but notice the better instability is going to be further north and east, up toward Covington, Cincinnati, Lexington, Ashland, Huntington, Charleston, that area. That's a level 2 up here. Then a level 1 marginal risk for Louisville, Frankfort, maybe down to E Town, Hodgenville, possibly even Litchfield, Munfordville, and then I-75 and east. But for us, Bowling Green and the immediate southern Kentucky area and much of the 270, it's going to be just your ordinary garden variety thunderstorms, nothing severe. But if they expand this, or, there could be enough instability, I think, to produce thunderstorms that could actually bring us some small hail here, bigger hail up here, northeast, or a brief damaging wind threat. So this is not a big severe weather threat for us, or really even for a majority of Kentucky. It's not until you get up north of the Ohio River, really, do we find there's going to be better dynamics and better instability for some strong to severe storms. So that's Monday afternoon and evening. I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal, which is good. But as you know, things could change. And of course, with tomorrow's update that I do and Monday's update, we'll have a better picture and maybe a little more definition on that. Here's the model blender: 60 today, 70 tomorrow, maybe even 72. Not as chilly tonight, closer to 40, which is good. Mid 70s, maybe even upper 70s on Monday. And that's when we start to find the showers and thunderstorms coming in with that cold front. So we cool down a bit for Tuesday. in the low 60s. Then we go mid 60s back into the 70s. And look at this. Here we go into Easter week. This is Holy Week. And the end of the week, as we get closer to Easter, mid to upper 70s, close to 80, a few days there. Here is Easter Sunday, 77. Looks like it's going to be sunny. And then Easter Monday, there is such a thing, by the way, look it up. Easter Monday, 76, and then mid 70s into Tuesday of next week. Not bad. So I would if you want to make some plans for Easter, I think you're good to go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here's a look at the 7-day graphic as I used on News 40 last night. And you can see on WNKY.com and the WNKY News 40 weather app, which you can scan right there with that QR code. 60 today, sunshine as we begin Passover. Those of you that, uh, have Passover, it starts today. And then tomorrow, there's your Palm Sunday, 72, nice, warm, breezy. Monday, there's that chance of showers, but it's not going to come in until more so in the late afternoon, 77. Showers ending Tuesday morning, 62, cooler, 64. Wednesday, 70 on Thursday, as we see another round of showers and storms, and that looks to continue into Friday, which is Good Friday, the Friday before Easter. And we see a high of 63. Now, all this talk about Easter and the rain that we've had and people wanting to get out and, we're trying to get past all the freeze and the frost and all of that. I think we're just about there. I always say, wait until Derby Day. Well, I've got some people that may help you out with all of this. You're like, I don't know what to do. I don't have a green thumb. I just don't know what to do. Well, let me help you. My good friends, Jerry, Jeffy, Yvonne, some of you know them from the Wild Bird and Nature Store and the Plant Lady. Yvonne is the Plant Lady. But they're bringing around the 26th annual Herb Festival. It's not Herb, like Herb Tarlick from WKRP that wore the wild suits. That's Herb, but this is Herb. The H is silent. They'll turn you away if you come in and say, I'd like to get into the Herb Festival. They'll turn you away. No, they won't. No, they won't. But anyway, they're going to be promoting this for the next couple of weeks here at 270 Weather, and I appreciate their support. And so I told them, yeah, we'll promote this. Uh, it starts Wednesday, April 23rd, runs through Saturday, May 3rd, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. day. What they're going to do is set up this big tent for 12 days. This huge tent there at 901 Lehman Avenue. Now, you know where that is. That's, Midtown Plaza. That's where the Wild Bird and Nature Store is. And there's other shops that are in there. It used to be a car dealership, Ford car. What was it? Long time ago. Maybe it was Greenwood Ford. Long time ago. But anyway, a lot of you know where Lehman Avenue is. It's just off the bypass. And then it kind of just runs for a short length there, Lehman Avenue. So this is the 23rd through May 3rd, 9 to 6, 12 days under the big tent. Kentucky grown plants. There's also, of course, Wild Bird and Nature Store is going to have bird feeders, bird baths, ready to take home some container gardens. If you don't know what to do, they are the experts. They will show you what to do. Everything from herbs, perennials, heirlooms. I mean, they'll have it. I mean, it's just going to be this big, big tent set up there in their parking lot, and it's just going to have nothing but plants and flowers and stuff for birds and bird feeders and bird feed and seeds and all that stuff. I mean, and they're going to have these special events during that time where experts will be showing you how to do this stuff. And you say, well, I've always wanted to do a beautiful garden or landscape. I just don't know what to do. I look at a plant and it dies. I mean, look, I know there's a lot of you that are that way, but you need to be at this because they will show you what to do. And then you can take some of it home, just buy what you want. They'll show you how to arrange it, how to lay it out, and then boom, you're there. So again, 26th annual Herb Festival here in Bowling Green, April 23rd through May 3rd at 901 Lehman Avenue under the big tent. So all good stuff. All right. In the meantime, you guys enjoy your Saturday. You may be thinking about, you know, this is the kind of weekend you want to think about getting some plants and putting things out. It's about time. We're getting close to Derby. We're only a few weeks away. And then we won't have to worry about frost or freeze after that. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend. Thank you for watching.